up and hello my lovely fabulous people. I welcome you to Lifestyle Talk Show. I'm your host Durabi on this number one interesting, educating, entertaining and informative talk show on Karma TV. Lifestyle. Let's go on a short break. I'll be right back. If you're just joining us, this is Lifestyle Talk Show live and direct on your screen, and I'm your number one entertainment host on the show. No other show but Lifestyle Talk Show on Karma TV. Today on the show, we're shining a spot on purpose-driven youth leadership. Our guest is not just a serving through NYC, but also driving real impact through the sustainable development goals. From education to clean water, gender equality to climate action, this change maker is walking the talk and inspiring others to do the same. We lead by our action, and you judge others with your actions. Welcome an SDG Series 001 core member with me, the community advocate and passionate leader in person of Ogbeche Abraham, SDG.
Everyone, everywhere.
And everyone, everywhere.
SDGs.
I know you will definitely answer that. You love hearing that.
Definitely. That's who we are.
Short one and quick one. Can you tell us about the SDG? What is it all about?
Okay, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. I'm so grateful.
It's my pleasure.
SDG simply means the Sustainable Development Goals, the Agenda, the Vision 2030. Where will the world be in the year 2030? Is it clean water? Is it action? Is it change making? No poverty, quality education? We are trying to make a generation where our children will not suffer what our parents have suffered. So that's just SDG, sustainability, advancement, nation building, change making, advocacy. That's just what SDG stands
for. You have everything on your head already. You just download one after the other, one page after the other.
We are champions, we are change makers.
Why now? Anyway, I love that. That's interesting. Can you tell me what are the keys and the goals of SDG?
Okay, thank you also for this wonderful question again. The goals of SDGs are 17.
Okay.
They are 17. SDG started from MDG. So MDG was just 8 goals, but the world advanced, the world progressed, and that's why we switched to SDGs. So SDGs are 17, ranging from no poverty, zero hunger, quality education, good health and well-being, climate action, life on land, life below water, sustainable cities, peace, justice, and infrastructures, partnership for the goals. So we have 17 of those.
So those are the 17 that you just mentioned. I wish I can read this like zero poverty.
They were not up to 17 actually,
but at least you try.
Yes,
that's lovely. How has SDG helped you to contribute to the society?
Wow. Our life as a person, our life as youth, our life as Nigerians and future African leaders boils down to sustainability and feasibility. Now, what are you doing as a person? Anything you are doing in life boils down to the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals that we are talking about. SDG per se have really impacted my life. It have influenced my life, not because I work directly with the SDGs, for me as an African youth. Now in the year 2023, I became the SDG champion for Nigeria. I won the award for SDG champion.
Wow, champion!
Back then as an undergraduate.
Okay, stand up for the champion.
So it didn't start from there actually, because you are making me to dive a lot of information that I don't want to say. But when you talk about SDGs, you must talk about yourself, because we have this scenario where everybody wants change, but nobody wants to be the change. So in SDGs, if you want the change, be the change. So that's why when you are talking about
the change begins from you, right?
Yes, it's just like this narrative that I say, charity begins at
At
home.
home.
Like the
The
change
chain
comes
begins
from
from
you.
you.
Yes. So that's why when we talk about SDGs, we talk
About
from our own this perspective what you have done, because you are SDG and SDG is you. So I started as just a young dreamer, a young advocate, a passionate youth back then.
If I may ask, have you ever heard about SDG before your NYC before?
Yes, I came to NYC scheme in the year 2024, and I won SDG champion in the year
So for how
2023.
many years have you been in SDG?
Okay, for 4 years.
No wonder you won the the SDG champion last year.
Yes.
That's interesting, and I'm so happy. I'm excited. Concerning your CDAs as the 001, how did you give back to the society, and how did you work in one accord with your members and the schools?
Okay. One thing as SDGs, as SDG champions, because we call ourselves champions. When you are a member of the
You've
SDG
mentioned
group,
champion more than 50 times as I'm sitting down here.
because I am a champion. So
I'm also a champion, Dora.
All right, champion of the media house. That's so lovely.
I get this full in fact.
But do you know that also media is part of the SDGs? Information
Yes.
is part of.
We give back to the
SDGs.
society for people to be aware of what is going far
A
and
man
near.
without information is a dead man. So media is actively involved in the SDGs. So me as the president of the Sustainable Development Goals CDS group at Adamawa State, it has been amazing, because we don't see ourselves as leaders, we see ourselves as champions. So everybody is a champion. So you don't live up to your own standard, you live up to the standard of SDG as champions that we are.
Wow.
So we have a routine in the group where if this is the month of June, if we have in the month of June that we are going to do personal projects. Personal projects are projects that are done by just individual core members. If we are going to do personal project for the month of June, that means we'll focus on all the personal the personal projects. But the next month we are not going for personal project again. We are going for the CDS group project, and every week we must do a CDS group project. Okay, the first week is just for our clearance to go for our biometrics thumbprint. That week also becomes our project planning. Our project managers will relate their ideas to our executive. Then we key into action. Second week, third week, fourth week, we must execute the project. Yes. So
concerning the projects you made mention of now as the SDG member for decades. So how many projects have you executed so far during your NYSC?
All right, so you're talking about personal projects, right?
Personal project, not group projects. You know, you understand what SDG is all about. And you know what it takes. And you know the task you go through, you understand, before you can get things done. So how many projects have you executed so far?
Okay.
And how does your project give back to the society?
All right, I'll answer you from both narrative. As an SDG champion for Nigeria, in 4 years, I've executed over 120 projects covering 5 states.
These are the kind of youth we need in this generation. 100 and what?
120, over 120
projects.
Yes.
Do you have a political ambition?
I can't say for now.
Maybe you are doing this for reference purpose for future, you know.
For now, there's no idea towards that. But if it comes, if it's the will of God, then it's going to happen.
Do you have a foundation let me say you organize on your own and be like, let's be so name for reference purpose? Do you have any foundation?
Yes, I'm the founder of Catalyst for Change Initiative Africa.
Wow.
CACI Africa, and it's registered as a non-profit organization under the Corporate Affairs Commission.
Back to my question. So let me hear your projects. You skip that, so I remember again.
All right. So coming back to myself as a core member. So coming to Adamawa State, I knew what I wanted to do as a core member. It wasn't as if I just came out, okay, this is life, let's do it. So from the very first month I got to camp, I started designing my project from the camp. So we got to camp in August. In September, project was done. October, project was done. November, project was done. So every month I must plan and execute a project. So if you count from that time down to this time, I've done 7 projects. But altogether, 10 projects have been approved by the NYC. But for now, I've done 7. So 3 are still pending.
Which badge are you?
Badge 2024 badge B stream 2.
So you are telling me every month. Did you execute projects with your allowance?
No, NYC is against that. You don't execute project with your allowance.
So
Any
how did you
project that
fund
you
that?
execute with your allowance is not a personal project. So that would take us to our stakeholders.
Okay.
Yes, who are the people that sponsor your project? Now, if I'm doing a project, okay, in January this year, 2025, I designed a project for Corpus Lodge Innovation at Government Girls Secondary School, Yola, the one opposite the government house. So that's just the landmark. So when we went there, the place was just dilapidated. Let me just use that word in quote.
Yeah.
So when they were like, okay, I'm not staying here, but Corpus are staying here.
Yeah,
and this place house over 60 coppers. So what's going to be done is against their health, is against their well-being, is against their psychology. Because when you are not staying in a comfortable environment, how do you teach children? Yes, that means they can easily get angry at the student because they are not comfortable. So that's when I decided to renovate that place. Now, if you are talking about health, who are your stakeholders? Ministry of Health. If you are talking about a school, who should be my stakeholders? Ministry of Education. So those are the people I write to, and thank God the positive feedback came from them. Then we write to non-profit organizations, also the NGOs, the churches, the mosques.
How consistent did they turn up to your requests whenever you go to them? Because out of these 7 projects you told me you executed during your 10 months or 11 months of being a core member.
Yeah.
You know, there will be some people that will be like, okay, AB, anytime you wanted to execute any project, just put a call through me, drop a message for me. How consistent do they turn up for your message?
This is Africa, and you know, as Africans or as humans per se, our needs are insatiable. So if you say you want to satisfy man, that means you have to lose yourself in the process. So despite the fact that you have some persons that will say, anytime you have a project, reach out to me. Don't forget that those persons also have their own project, have their own life. So they might say that in January, but in March they might not be ready for you at that time.
Yes.
So that's why we have option B, option C, or
option A to Z on your own. Anyway, which of your projects is mind blowing and even task you a lot?
All right, that will be the one I just mentioned, the Corpus Lodge Innovation project. My budget was over 3.6 million naira.
Wow.
When I submitted the budget to my local government inspector to pass through my zonal inspector down to the head of CDS and the state coordinator, he saw the project. He was like, hello, are you going to do this? Where are you going to get the money from? But when you have a will, when you have a passion, you definitely do it.
Yes.
I knew at that point that I submitted the project. I submitted 1 proposal, but in that office, I changed it to 3 proposals.
Wow.
Just 3 projects in one. He was like, I'm complaining about 3.6. You have now increased it to over 5 million naira. Who are going to be your stakeholders? I was like, this is Adamawa. This project is for the indigenous of Adamawa State. So if they must enjoy this project, it have to cost them. Because I'm not going to carry it from Benue State. I'm not going to carry those projects to Benue State. Also,
so you're from Benue State, right?
I'm from Benue State.
Which part of Benue?
Okay, I'm from Ogbadibo local government, but I was born and brought up in Otukpo.
Wow. So let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Lifestyle Talk Show, an entertaining, informating, and educating program that inspire you more to know what lifestyle is all about. With me in the studio is SDG CDS 001 Ogbeche Abraham, our SDG everywhere, anywhere. Welcome to the second upper room.
Thank you so much, ma. I'm still here.
You passed the first upper room.
I'm not going anywhere.
Anyway, these are lifestyle envelope.
All right,
You please make it quick. You bring out the question, you read it loud and clear, and you answer it just in 30 seconds.
okay, ma.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Just
All
6 questions.
Hope it's not going
30
to tell me to
seconds.
donate
That
my
means you're
allowance.
given 3 minutes to answer the all 6 questions.
Hope you not tell me to donate my allowance.
It's part of it, so you must donate your allowance this month, and I will enter next week.
Okay. Question number 1.
That's all.
It reads, how did NYC journey lead you into SDG work and activities? All right, I should answer it right.
Yes.
NYC, my journey through the NYC scheme has been amazing, because when you see core members, you see advocacy, you see change making, we see needs assessment, and we profile solutions
Wow.
to them immediately. When you are solving a solution, that's SDG, because everything in the world resolves around SDG.
Now that's interesting. To the next question, quick one.
All right. Okay, there's a very long one. This question number 6.
All right.
One youth-related problem in Nigeria that you can face if given unlimited opportunity and power. I'm going to face advocacy, where youth can stand up for themselves, speak for yourself, change the narrative of Africa.
What I was introducing you earlier, I said community advocate and passionate youth leader.
Yeah.
It seems I knew you already. To the next question,
All right.
Mr. Advocate.
Yes, ma. Thank you. Okay, this question number 3.
All right.
Is there any change or impact SDGs has made in your life and society? My life is SDG. So if you look at my life
Your
and you
blood
see
is
impact,
SDG.
it's
Your vein is SDG.
I
Your water
embrace SDG. So everything about me is
SDG.
SDG. Yeah.
Now to the next question.
All right. What is fame? Fame for me is life. Fame for me is you seeing a need and providing solution to it. Fame is not all about yourself, the picture you carry, but the actions that you are taking. That's fame for me.
Wow.
Thank you. Should I go on?
Yes. One more question to go, right?
I think we have 2.
2 more questions.
Yes.
Thank
This
you.
question number 2. How do you balance your PPA responsibilities with your SDG activities? Oh my God.
Because you say you bring SDG.
It's
What
a
is
lot.
SDG? Everything is SDG.
It's a lot. My PPA is Ministry of Environment.
Okay.
And apart from my PPA, I'm the president of the Sustainable Development Goals. I'm the COP liaison officer for the largest local government in Adamawa State,
Wow.
Yola North. Apart from that, NYC will task you from going to camp and everything. So in everything, if you're an SDG champion, every way is a way.
Everywhere, anywhere, anywhere, everywhere is SDG.
Yes.
The last question.
The last question, question number 4.
Yes.
How working with SDG shaped your lifestyle? Yes, I tell you that we are champions. We are change makers. When you are a champion, you don't eat anyhow, you don't walk anyhow, you don't talk anyhow, you don't live anyhow. Your life is programmed to be a champion, because
You shape
indirectly,
everything.
every area of your life, directly or indirectly, you are influencing somebody.
Because people are looking at you
Yes.
as a, let me say, as a role model.
Yes, so
And
don't
you
live
as
your life.
and being a role model is like being a public figure to others.
Yes, ma'am.
That's interesting.
Thank you
Mr.
so much.
AB, I hope if I put a call through you next time, you'll be glad to pick up.
We are everyone everywhere.
And
So I'm
you're always
there.
available for me anytime I call you to come to the Kama studio.
Yes, ma'am.
That's interesting. This is where we shall be saying goodbye on the show. Your number 1 interesting talk show that informates, educates, and at the same time entertain. Durabi, your number 1 favorite host, is saying goodbye. Don't forget, as I always say every week, every time I'm on the show, that your lifestyle is absolutely your life. Why your life is your lifestyle. Let it bridge good. Thank you.